Romare Bearden. Romare Bearden. Romare Bearden was an Afro-American artist. He worked with many types of media, including cartoons, oils, and collages. A collage is a picture or design created by gluing different papers and flat objects together to make one picture or design. Here is one of Romare's collages. What instruments do you see these people playing? Do you see a cello, a trumpet, a set of drums, a saxophone? Notice how he made the faces by cutting out different eyes, nose, and mouth, and hands from papers, magazines to create the pictures. Here's a painting. It is a collage called By the Sea. Do you see the sky and then the blue ocean and the little bit of sun on the horizon line? What do you think the man and the girl are doing over by the ocean? Is she holding a fishing pole? Is he holding a sack? Or is she holding a hoe and they're working on the soil, planting? What makes you think that one person is a Native American or an Indian? Do you see it looks like they are wearing a headdress with feathers in it? Notice the bucket in the foreground. What do you think the bucket's for? Is it to hold water, to carry water, to water the plants? And then we have a lady, we see the back of her inside the building. Here is another picture. Notice we have a very large person and a smaller person. The large person is holding a knife and an apple. She's cutting up the apple. What makes you believe that they're inside of a building? That's right. We see the window and we see a table and even a plant in a pot. So perhaps this is the mom or grandmother and she is making an apple pie and the little girl next to her is helping. This is an amazing picture, and it is a city street. The real picture is as long as the wall in the art room. We had to shrink it down to show it to you in this picture. I'm going to show you some close-ups of it. We're going to look at details from this picture because it's so large, it's really difficult to see here on one screen. So this is a close-up of one of the parts. And on it, we not only see the buildings, which we see lots of rectangles, rectangles for windows, rectangles for doors. We see rectangles to build the windows and the bricks, but we also see some interesting details, right? We see the name of this building, which is Sunrise Baptist. We see a large light bulb up here. We see even little rectangles in the windows to show us the shades. We see details. Is this a sculpture or is there actually an angel in that room? I don't know. Then he puts people and even garbage cans down on the ground. Here's another detail. We see these guys hanging out here. We see a fire hydrant. We see this person in the window and a television set. All of these are things that are cut out of magazines to create the collage. One more piece of the sculpt of the painting, we see a sign up and down, another large rectangle. We see inside the window on this building. We even see some cars out on the street. What kind of details can you add? Creating collage to glue the shapes down to create your city street. Remember, you have the road, then you have the sidewalk, and then finally the buildings. Write your name and room number on the back of the long paper. Color the sky. What type of sky will you create? Night, day, sunset, sunrise? Will it be snowing or raining? Put your street on the bottom of the page, then the sidewalk, and finally start adding buildings. Be sure to rub the paper when you use glue sticks. Next art, we'll be looking through magazines to add more details. You'll put your wet projects on the drying rack to dry.